Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. In the realm of entertainment, opinions matter, rumors can hurt a movie, and the direction that, well, particular pieces of entertainment take during creation can definitely affect the final product. But in this case, what it boils down to is a particular amount of accountability that the creators must take. And when you are inundated with one creator after another blaming everyone but themselves, well, it gets a little bit tiresome, but honestly, not really surprising, especially considering the slop being put out. And, well, this lovely little topic, we're going back to Captain America Brave New World, that masterful piece of writing that only had a $180 million budget, ladies and gentlemen. Of course it did, because Disney's not going to lie. Heaven forbid. Didn't go through multiple reshoots. It was hurt by fake rumors. Wait a minute, what? Wait. Spencer, did you write that or did he say that? Fake room? That seems kind of redundant to me. I could be wrong because I'm not a writer. Captain America, this is coming from Bounding into Comics. Spencer Bakuli. I hope I got that right, Spencer. Captain America Brave New World writer says, Marvel film was hurt by fake rumors because heaven forbid we should be accountable for their end product. Quote, I think it suffered from a little bit of that. Spencer puts it very eloquently. Writing team member Rob Edwards, while personal tastes... well, there was a lack of personal taste in the writing, directing, and finished product of the movie, but while personal taste obviously played a major role in the latest Marvel film's rough landing, like a wet fart in a car, with audiences, he believes that a non-insignificant factor behind this result is the fact that some particularly spiteful individuals chose to preempt Sam Wilson's return with various lies regarding the exact nature of the hero's adventure. Lies. A web of lies is what destroyed this film. Now, naturally, I'm sure, 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, Rob Edwards will give clear, precise examples of what he believes these lies are. I have no doubt in my mind. Edwards, whose notable writing credits prior to serving as one of Brave New World's six people wrote. Okay, fine. That's fine. Not a problem. 6 named story contributors include such other Disney films as Treasure Planet, Princess and the Frog. Hey, those were good. What happened? Offered his thoughts on the MCU entry's middling reception while speaking with the social media entertainment news outlet, because actually, that's probably a good idea because, the mainstream media doesn't do squat when it comes to actual news. Nobody really goes to them anymore. So going to a social media entertainment outlet is probably the wave of the future. I mean, yeah, maybe it's the wave of now instead of the future. It's the wave of the present coming across. Who let us out that's the social media entertainment news outlet. Who let us out during the recent 2025 Worldcon? Asked by outlet reporter Alyssa Brooke Lee as to how he personally went about dealing with the scores of negative comments, because your movie was trash, made against the film online. Abysmal writing. The screenwriter began by noting, quote, I think it's like brushes shoulder. Oh, you mean like Luke Skywalker when he brushed his shoulder off in the Star Wars movie that I actually audibly said, I hate this movie for the first time. Something I never thought I would say. But that scene right there, go and brush your shoulders off, made me say those words. I hate this movie. Implying that he simply lets said comments roll off his back. Oh, dear. Because of course you do. Debunking myths from Captain America Brave New World, plus what's next for Princess Tiana interview. Oh, that's the title of the video. Sorry. Here's more of the quote. Oh, because it was the same with Princess and the Frog. No, it wasn't. People love that movie. It was the same with In Living Color. What? I mean, it had high... Okay. This is deflection. This is nonsense. This is absolute, complete, and total bullshit without any sort of receipts. Trying to say that people didn't like Princess and the Frog and people didn't like In Living Color. What sort of implications do you think he's making? I'm going to refrain from making mine. We'll just continue with the comment. We don't need a black Saturday Night Live. I'm sure people saw it like that in the beginning, in the first season of In Living Color, but then it grew to actually be entertaining and funny. And I'm sorry, people like the Wayans brothers. Jim Carrey got his start on In Living Color. You're praising the white guy. Well, guess what? The Wayans brothers got their start on In Living Color and went on to massive success. Do you think that would have happened if people were racist? I mean, to be fair, again, we'll go ahead, we'll go down that road. To be fair, you're going to have idiots, morons, imbeciles, actual racists, and of course the occasional troll who will come out and criticize Princess and the Frog. Oh my God, they changed the story into a black character. Oh no. And, go back to their cave and stick their head back up their ass. However, with The Princess and the Frog, fantastic writing, actually good songs. Facile is my favorite song. You'll find me singing it from now and again. I do really like that song. I have reasons. And In Living Color, you should look forward to watching that as well. Barracosa, oh my lord. The Wayans brothers hated it. Yes. A lot of people got their starts on In Living Color, much like Saturday Night Live. People stopped looking at it as a black Saturday Night Live and started looking at it as an entertaining alternative. We didn't care about the color of the people's skins. That seems to be coming out far more prevalent as of late when it comes to, attacking the critics of these shows. Even though the critics, the legitimate critics who give examples of what we like and what we don't like, attacking us, they're the ones bringing up race, gender, ethnicity against us, claiming that we are the bigots when, we don't bring that up in any of our discussions on these shows. We have one. Let's go back to the article. And that was the one thing that kind of cracked me up. It's cracking up a lot of people. Is that so many comments were not about the movie. Yes, they were. They actually were. They were about the movie. They were about the trailers and how bad the CGI is and how bad the action looks and wondering how many reshoots you had. Okay, wait a minute. Did you like the movie or not? The answer is no. Obviously, you can see that from the box office. Quote continues, I mean, sometimes it's just about, do you want to go in the movie, get some popcorn, sit in the dark, throw it all over the place if you're at the Minecraft movie, because chicken jockey, whatever. Have a good time, leave, tell your friends. Well, a lot of people did do that, Edwards. They did. They went to the movie with the popcorn, which was the most entertaining thing about the experience. And they told their friends, don't bother. Do not go watch this movie. Otherwise, it may have made a little bit more money. End of story. Yes, and end of the budget, end of the box office numbers for the movie. Let everything else be about what it is. What does that even mean? You're a writer, and let everything else be about what it is. Huh? Is this some sort of philosophical drivel that has nothing to do with the question at hand? Of course it is. As a writer, you can only control making an enjoyable film, which you actually failed at. Then you're done. You should be done in Hollywood. Just enjoy the film or don't enjoy the film. You are correct. You're absolutely 100% correct. Enjoy it or don't. And yes, the people that enjoyed the film went out and told people. The people who did not enjoy the film, which was exponentially fewer, went out and told their friends. So, when you have a vast majority of people who go to see the film and did not like it and have reasons why they didn't like it and go tell their friends, don't bother, don't waste your money, don't go spend your time to watch this movie, well, this little thing called a snowball effect happens, which affects your box office. But sure, you want to blame the internet. You want to blame content creators, critics, online critics, little man babies, as you like to call them, racist bigots. You don't like Sam Wilson because he's black. No, I don't like Sam Wilson because you ruined his character. He's great as a Falcon. I have the comics. I have the toys. Or toy. Well, two, I guess you can call Hot Wheels. So that's two. I do like Sam Wilson as a character. I do like the Falcon as a character. His original comic book design from the 80s. That's the one I like. Didn't mind Sam Wilson as Falcon, Captain Falcon, good Lord, in the movies, but now you just decided to unearned title. We're just going to hand it to him because you have nothing else. Sure, they did it in the comics and people didn't like it in the comics because people have a vision of Captain America. You could have kept him as Falcon, made it Falcon. With the same technology, he didn't need the shield in the movie, but this is not what this is about. If you don't enjoy the film, tell me why. Oh, tons and tons of people did, Edwards, but you didn't listen. Nobody listens. Because, well, if you don't like the film, you're a racist because Anthony Mackie's black. That is the only possible reason, right? Couldn't possibly be because it was a piss-poor writing, jumbled mess after multiple reshoots. Couldn't possibly be that. I want to know what you're thinking. Anyway, that as much as anything else, then all you have to do is listen to a few videos. But you don't. You stay in your echo chamber, you push your head back in the sand, and you ignore the actual critics. You ignore any and all critics. And yes, sometimes you have to wade through a bunch of BS and nonsense because welcome to the internet. But you will find the actual critics out there that will say more than, this is dog shit. This is terrible. Anthony Mackie's black. You'll find that. You have to wade through it to find the good critics. Back to the quote, because it gets so much better. From there, Edwards was pressed by Lee for any possible information regarding the supposed changes made to the film during its now infamous reshoot periods. And of course, we go through excuse. Movies take time to make because nobody actually knew that, right? We just thought you snap your fingers and ta-da, they're done. Production, there was quarantine. Yes, we know, but hey, there was this movie that came out. Oh, what was the name? It had another guy in a red suit, a red and blue suit, kind of like, Spider-Man? Was it No Way Home? How did that movie do? That came out practically in the middle of that lovely little quarantine that we experienced. Didn't it make over $2 billion? Because it was a good movie. And people went to watch it and got their popcorn and sat down and enjoyed an enjoyable movie? Let's go with it. They enjoyed the movie. And they told their friends who went to the movies and told their friends who went to the movies and told their friends, etc., etc. So, interesting. Let's keep using that as an excuse for your abysmal writing. Quarantine. What happened after that? Oh, the self-imposed the strike that happened. It's a shame that didn't last longer than a year. Lasted longer than people remember. No, we remember. We talked about it. It lasted a year. Production, oh no. And then, let's see. No matter what movie, here's another excuse. Passing the buck. Deflection. No matter what movie you're making, you're always going to reshoot stuff. 3 times. 3 times. 3 reshoots because, well, the screening for the first one was so abysmal, you knew you had to go in and change it. And it was still abysmal. So you had to go and make some more changes, add some more people. Add after the fact. The third one, Giancarlo Esposito, and you can tell. It definitely shows. There's no way to misinterpret that. I'm sorry. Curiously, it should be noted that despite Edwards' insistence that Brave New World did not see any wholesale changes, made to its plot, a range of sources, including set photos and cast member interviews, have confirmed we know there were changes. It's obvious with the amount of ADR, with the amount of the inability to cobble together this mess of a film. It's obvious changes were made. Just sit down and watch it. But again, set photos, interviews with cast members. The film did see a massive shift in its treatment of the Serpent Society. Does anybody even know who the Serpent Society is? The normies that went to see this movie that don't have Disney Plus, that did not bother doing their homework, which is another problem that these movies are having. The number of TV shows on Disney Plus that you have to watch just to even barely keep up with the story that's going on. How many people went into this movie not realizing that Sam Wilson is now Captain America? Did they watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus? Probably not. They go in a bit confused, like, what's going on? Who is this new Falcon? I wonder. Yes, they pulled him from the comics. Sure. Love hearing that excuse. Just because you pull it from the comics doesn't make it good. Doesn't mean that everyone's going to accept it and like it. You still have to back all this up with a good story, good pacing, good acting. Not saying that Anthony Mackie's a bad actor or that, of course, Harrison Ford. And of course, let's reveal the supposed spoiler in the trailer. So whatever. Angling away from the depiction. Closing out his summary of the situation, Edwards then asserted, and it's easy if someone gets on the internet and starts blowing things up, because heaven forbid everything was blown out of proportion. It's not what you think. It's one excuse after another. What is the quote? A lie makes its way halfway around the world before the truth puts its boots on. Really? And so I think it suffered from a little bit of that. A lie. So insinuating that all the information coming out from behind the scenes, from the reshoots, was a lie. Can you be more specific? Well, I hate to disappoint you, ladies and gentlemen, but no. As the article says, for those curious, Edwards did not provide any specific examples of the specific lies about Brave New World that he personally observed, because they never do. When we talk about, when these actors and actresses come out and talk about it, and there's one example, I was attacked online. I got DMs, I got personal messages of people saying some vile, putrid, racist, and misogynist and sexist things. Well, just like this, they lied about it. Show it. Tell us what you're talking about. Take screenshots of what you're talking about. Blast them out there. Show us the lie. Show us the message. Prove to us that you're not lying, first of all, so that, well, we do this thing. Nerds have a tendency, and fans, we don't like that sort of nonsense either. We don't really want people around us being racist to other people when it's unnecessary. If you want to criticize something, do it, have a legitimate criticism. Don't base your criticism on superficial characteristics, because we don't like that. It's nonsense. It's stupid. It makes us look bad. And we don't want that. We are more than willing, more than happy, as a matter of fact, to, well, turn our vitriol towards the actual racists and, well, ridicule them, embarrass them, shame them, make them look like fools. But you'll never see these people doing it. They don't have the screenshots because, well, I dare say they don't exist. And heaven forbid you come out and give any sort of evidence of what these fake rumors are, what these lies are that got spread all over the place, because, well, you know you're full of shit. All you have to do is give examples instead of just running your mouth, much like I'm doing right now. Prove it. Show what you're talking about. Heaven forbid. But anyway, talking about Brave New World, because why not? Anyway, that's all I've got for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things as YouTubers beg you to do. And if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.